Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches: Miami Marlins vs Washington Nationals, Boston Red Sox vs Toronto Blue Jays, and Texas Rangers vs Detroit Tigers, which are happening on Wednesday, July 21, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours and hours of your time searching the internet for some fake betting predictions and losing your money because of it. Join High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advices instantly. The Nationals have had an up and down season, but with the way that their offense is playing right now, it's hard to imagine them not scoring enough runs against the Marlins to come away with a win. It also isn't only one or two players performing, it's nearly every position player hitting over .300 since the All-Star break. Combining that with the tier that Soto is on right now, and that will only make things more interesting for Alcantara to handle things. The Marlins have dropped even further out of the NL West, with a 1-5 record since the All-Star break, as they lost again on Tuesday night, with the offense not mustering much. Adam Duvall smoked a 3-run homer in the top of the 6th to briefly give Miami the lead, but that would be it for the offense, and Washington quickly responded with 3 of its own in the bottom of the frame to take the lead. Rookie sensation Trevor Rogers worked through 5 innings, allowing 2 runs on 5 hits and 3 walks, while striking out 3. Richard Blair took the loss in relief, allowing 3 runs on 2 hits and 0.2 innings of work before being ejected. Starling Marte recorded the only multi-hit game for the Marlins and scored a run. The Marlins have been better against the spread at 49-45, but still remain down a big amount on the money line, thanks to a 2-8 slide over their last 10 games. Overs are 41-47.6 for the Marlins after Tuesday's game pushed on the total of 9 runs. Offense has been the problem for the Marlins this season, as they are averaging just 3.92 runs per game and NL worst 0.676 ops. The pitching staff has been excellent with a 3.58 ERA to rank 6th in baseball, including a mark of 3.62 from a young rotation that has a bright future. As Wednesday's probable starter Sandy Alcantara was placed on the bereavement list, it's unclear who the Marlins will send to the mound, with Jordan Holloway standing out as a possible candidate. Holloway has a 2.2 record and 3.00 ERA in 11 appearances, including 3 starts this season, after tossing 5 scoreless innings against the Philadelphia Phillies in relief last Thursday, allowing no hits and 2 walks while striking out 6. Marte has been Miami's top overall hitter with a .288, .389, .447 line, 7 homers, 19 steals and 22 RBI in 57 games. The Nationals have seemed to inch closer and closer to making a run in the division, but each time they take another step back. One issue has been their home record, sitting at only 26-24 at the friendly confines of Nationals Park. Their numbers aren't bad overall, sitting 15th in baseball in runs per game, 3rd in batting average, 5th in hits per game, and 18th in home runs per game. Even the pitching has been better than expected, ranking 18th in opponent runs per game. The issue has been the consistency, failing to put it all together at once for the most part. Injuries on the offensive side of things haven't helped the team create much momentum either. Starlin Castro, who started the season so strongly, remains out with off-the-field issues, while Kyle Schwarber remains a massive loss with a hamstring injury, just as he was starting to find his swing. Trey Turner has been a pleasant surprise this season, leading the way with a .321 average and 117 hits, while Juan Soto has 54 RBIs and a .423 average. Schwarber's power will be missed, leading the team with 25 home runs, but Soto has more than made up for that since the home run derby. In the 4 games since returning from the All-Star break, Soto has 5 home runs and a .588 average. Add that to Josh Harrison hitting .444, Josh Bell hitting .313, Turner hitting .357, and a host of others going through their best stretch of the season, and the Nationals are not an offense that any pitcher wants to face right now. According to MLB.com, Eric Fed will be the challenger on Wednesday night. He has a 4-7 record and a poor 5.32 ERA and hasn't found a win since June 12. He struggled in his last start, allowing 6 runs in only 1.1 innings to the Padres, marking his 3rd straight loss. With the offense finding their bats at the right time, they might need all the runs they can get with Fed taking the mound. My betting advice for that game is to pick Washington Nationals. The Blue Jays sure got off to a rough start in Monday's opener. With Tuesday's game being rained out, they've had an extra day to stew on that 13-4 loss at Solon Field. One thing is certain, Ross Stripling won't be the starting pitcher on Wednesday. Robbie Ray has looked impressive on the mound, and his best work is clearly coming at home with a 5-2 record and a 2.70 ERA. He went on the road and beat the Red Sox at Fenway Park once already this season, and he can do it again in Buffalo. Tanner Houck was solid in his short stint against the New York Yankees, but he'll be running into a completely different offensive animal and a Blue Jays team averaging more hits and home runs in their home building than any other team this season. This will be the get-right game for the Blue Jays following their opening blowout loss. The Boston Red Sox have been hitting very well this season as they are 4th in the majors with a .763 OPS this season. It doesn't matter if they are at a hitter-friendly Fenway Park or on the road as they are averaging 4.77 runs per road game. They are getting their hits as they are 5th in the sport with a .257 batting average so far as a team. Designated hitter J.D. Martinez has been having an incredible season as he is 8th in the majors with a .941 OPS with 19 home runs and 63 RBI this season. If the Red Sox can continue to hit the ball as well as they are, it will be hard to beat them. Garrett Richards has been struggling terribly this season according to his baseball saving page as he is in the 4th percentile in average exit velocity, 1st percentile in hard hit percentage, 8th percentile in chase rate, and 14th percentile in whiff percentage. Richards throws 5 different pitches: fastball, slider, curveball, changeup, sinker, and his heater has been struggling as it has a .480 slugging percentage with 7 homers. He faced the Blue Jays 3 times already this year as he has won 1 in 16.2 innings with 10 runs on 22 hits with 12 walks and 10 strikeouts. The Blue Jays might be prepared for an offensive shootout, but they don't need to be giving up 13 runs to the Red Sox in a game. Yes, Ross Stripling imploded on the mound, but the bullpen followed right behind by giving up another 7 runs to Stripling's 6. That can't be allowed to continue in Wednesday's rematch. And there's a chance that it won't with Robbie Ray starting on the mound. The 29-year-old Brentwood native is throwing a 2.93 ERA and a 1.04 WHIP on the season. For the "what have you done for me lately" crowd, the man hasn't allowed a single earned run in his last 2 outings of 6+ innings spent on the mound. One of those games came against a legitimate top 10 run scoring offense in the Tampa Bay Rays. So he'll be up for the task of taking on an explosive Red Sox batting lineup. He held them to 3 earned runs while registering 10 strikeouts at Fenway Park back in June. As long as Ray and the bullpen can stave off the bats, Toronto will have a fighting chance offensively. They can surely do better than the 4 runs they mustered in the opener. They'll have to if Ray struggles or the bullpen lets the team down. My betting advice for that game is to pick Toronto Blue Jays. Detroit's offense is playing its best baseball of the season, which showed in Monday's 14-0 blowout win. The Tigers are in an advantageous spot again on Wednesday, as Lyles is coming off an awful outing. He had a few decent outings prior to that start, but he has not been a reliable starting option this year. Texas should be able to get its bats going a little bit in this game, as Detroit is dealing with several injuries to its rotation. The Rangers are struggling at the moment, and they've lost 9 of their last 11 games. They will try to put an end to their losing streak with a win over the Tigers, which will give them their 3rd win in their last 12 games. Texas is averaging 3.95 runs per game. Their .230 batting average is 26th in the league. Their .299 on base percentage is 28th, while their .379 slugging percentage is 27th. Atlas Garcia leads Texas with a .262 batting average and 62 RBI, while Joey Gallo leads the team with 24 home runs. Texas's pitching ranks in the bottom half of the league. Opponents have a .260 batting average, which is 27th in the league. Their 4.72 ERA is 24th, while their 1.36 WHIP is 20th. In his last start, Lyles gave up 7 hits and 6 runs in 4 innings, leading to a 10-2 loss to Toronto. They will need a significantly better effort from him if they want to win this game. Detroit needs a huge second half of the season to get back into any sort of playoff contention. The Tigers have made nice strides so far, sweeping Minnesota at home over the weekend. They recorded a 7-0 shutout win on Sunday to wrap up the series. Detroit built on that momentum with one of its biggest wins of the year, blowing out Texas in a 14-0 final on Monday. The Tigers are in 3rd place in the AL Central, trailing Chicago by 13.5 games. They are 9.5 games back of the second wild card spot in the AL. Detroit's offense has been decent, ranked number 16 with a team batting average of .239. Second baseman Jonathan Schoop leads the way with 101 hits at a .285 average. He has been the most powerful bat on the team, hitting 17 home runs. Third baseman Jeimer Candelario has 84 hits, while left fielder Robbie Grossman has added 74. They are facing a Texas pitching staff that is number 24 with a team ERA of 4.72. Detroit currently has 4 starting pitchers on the injured list, including 2 on the 10-day Illinois. The Tigers have not announced their starter for this game, as they will have to come up with a replacement. This will likely either be a spot start for someone from the farm system, or it will be a bullpen day. My betting advice for that game is to pick over. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.